We welcome you on Brookdale TV. It is our first baseball broadcast of the season. The Jersey Blues taking on the Rockland Community Hawks. And about ready for the first pitch on this Wednesday afternoon. A very nice afternoon for baseball. Tyler Mendez on the mound. He gets ready to deliver the first pitch. And the righty winds and fires on the outside corner for a called strike. We're underway. Greg Becker leading off for the Hawks. Rockland, a school in New York State. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a high pop-up, right side of the infield. First baseman Kernan, right along the line, makes the catch in fair territory, and that's the first out. So 1 up, 1 down. Alex Exarchakis will be next for Rockland. Digs in from the left side. We'll give you the Brookdale defense momentarily. Base is empty, and Mendez with the first one home. Outside, 1-0. Game time temperature about 56 degrees, partly cloudy skies. And the 1-0, count 2-0. On deck is the first baseman, Ryan Foodie. Just underway in the season for Brookdale. They've played 2 games for Rockland. This is the season opener. Big cut and a miss, 2 balls and a strike. Brookdale playing over the weekend, sweeping a doubleheader, so they've started the new season 2-0. And the 2-1, taken and just missed. 3-1 the count. J.B. Torres is calling the balls and strikes, and he's doing more than just that to start the game. It's a one-man umpire crew for the time being. There's a swing and a miss. Count 3-2. As we await the arrival of Jared Haynes, who will be the umpire on the bases. Here comes a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He took something off, and Mendez gets Exarchakis his first strikeout. So 2 out, nobody on. Ryan Foodie coming up. And the rest of the defense for Brookdale in the outfield, they have Sheehan, Pizzuti, and Gardner. That's left to right. As here's the first one home. A little bit high in the count, 1-0. On the infield, Nunez and Lopez man the left side. Martino and Kernan are on the right side, with Shane Andrews doing the catching. On 1-0, and this is down and away, 2-0. Tyler Mendez has retired the first 2 in his outing. But he's now behind 3 balls and no strikes. Foodie got on. Steven Barbosa with bat in the inning. 3-0, taking all the way. It's off the plate away in ball 4. So the Hawks have their first base runner. And Steven Barbosa standing in now, starter in right field. For many of these Rockland players, it's their first at-bats as collegiates. So Mendez now from the stretch, and his first offering misses away, 1-0. 2-out base runner for Mendez to deal with at first. And he dots the outside corner in the count, 1-1. Brookdale starters in the opening doubleheader didn't go overly deep into the game. They went just 1 and 2 innings respectively to see if they get more length out of Mendez. Comes home 1-1, half swing, he held it, and it's a ball apparently, 2-1. The on-deck batter is Liam Murphy, the catcher. 2-1 taken for a strike. Good spot for that fastball. So Mendez looking to finish off a scoreless first. Hand it off to a Brookdale lineup that can definitely be potent. It's hit on the ground to the right side, takes a big hop and goes into right for a base hit. Stopping at second is Foodie, and Barbosa has the first hit of the afternoon. Rockland now with 2 men on. It's going to be a base hit anyway, but it hit the lip of the grass and took an upward turn as it went into right field. So Liam Murphy, another left-hand batter, he's the catcher. 2 on, 2 out in a scoreless game. And the first one is down near his feet for ball 1. Line drive, right field. That's down in front of Gardner for a base hit. They're going to wave around Becker. The throw to the plate. Relay. He's safe. Close play at the plate. Liam Murphy plates the game's first run with a run-scoring single. Barbosa stops at second. Foodie crosses the plate, and Rockland is struck first. It's 1-0.
We're good, Mendez. Get this kill. Let's go.
Now the inning started harmlessly enough for Mendez, retired the first 2, but a walk and back-to-back hits brings in Aiden Hayward, right-hand hitter, and he looks it called, strike 1. Barbosa now the base runner at second with Murphy at first. And Hayward takes another strike, and quickly it's 0-2. Mendez has struck out 1 in the inning and now surrendered 1 run. Jill finds themselves down 1-0. Check the runner at second in the 0-2. Hit on the ground up the middle. That ball is through into center field for a base hit. Around third comes Barbosa. He'll score. Trouble with it in center field from Pizzuti. Now Murphy being waved home. Here's the play at the plate. Not in time. 2-run score. Hayward ends up at second base. A couple of runs in, and it's 3-0. Likely goes as a single and an error as Pizzuti struggled with it in center field, allowing the second run to score. Quite a 2-out rally being put on by the Hawks after 2 out and nobody on. Strike 1 on Bautista. Lone runner now at second, that's Hayward. And this is in the right field. That drops in for a base hit. Hayward stumbles around third and lets him stop there. Good throw home. And that is 5 consecutive Hawks to reach base. Garrick Blanchard will be the 8th man to bat in the inning. This one you thought it would be a quick 1-2-3 for Mendez. Not so much. And a 3-0 hole for the Jersey Blues. First one home, down low, 1-0. Blanchard sports a pretty good baseball name with a first name of Gehrig. And he takes a big cut and comes up empty, a ball and strike. Now at the corners with Hayward at third, Bautista at first. Inside and off the glove of Andrus behind the plate, ball 2. Reps around the plate, but didn't get the call. 3-1. Ryan Andino hitting 9th in the order, waits next. Mendez needs to throw a strike here and misses the zone, ball 4. So the bases are loaded. So it gives Ryan Andino the chance, the second baseman. The bag's full. 3 runs already home, 3-0 Rockland. And the first one he crowds him, but it's called a strike on the inside part of the plate. Hayward, the base runner, at third. Bautista at second. Blanchard at first. And too far off the outside. 1-1. It's a Rockland team that is Division II. Pickoff try at second, the throw a bit wide. Had a chance at him with a good throw, but shortstop Lopez did well to keep it from going in the outfield, and that saved a potential run. 1-1 to the plate. Cut on and miss. Looked like an off-speed pitch. May have been foul tipped. A ball and 2 strikes. So Mendez looking to put an end to the inning right here and strand the bases loaded. On 1-2, he just got a piece, did Andino. Infield back with 2 out in the inning. And another 1-2. Swinging its hit on the ground to short, charging Lopez. He'll make the underhand flip, and that will retire the side. But the damage is done. Rockland, since 9 of the plate, they bat around. Brookdale down 3-0 as they come to bat for the first time. Bottom of the first inning, Brookdale has some work to do, down 3-0 against Rockland. They come to bat for the first time against the right-hander Oscar O'Coin. And first up, Justin Lopez, the shortstop. Right-hand hitter, as O'Coin will work from the stretch exclusively. And his first offering is off the plate away, 1-0. It'll be Lopez, Anthony Pizzuti, and Shane Andrews to get Brookdale started. 1-0, taken for a strike, 1-1. Lopez has had one at bat through the first couple of games, so he's looking for his first hit of the season. And he just gets a piece. It's 1-2. Well, this was a Brookdale team that a year ago could not have been better on the offensive end. Finished the year 44-9-1. Pretty remarkable record. Just ran into one team that was a little bit better. As there's a swing and a miss. Lopez out on strikes. One away. And Anthony Pizzuti coming up. The defense for Rockland in the outfield, they have Exarchakis, Becker, and Barbosa from left to right. On the infield, Blanchard and Bautista on the left side, Andino and Foodie on the right side. Pitch is low. Then the catcher, Murphy, doing the catching for the starter, O'Coin. 1-0 pitch, high in the air, not all that deep to right. Barbosa steadies and makes the one-hand catch. 2 down.
We got two. Stay efficient, Austin.
So Pizzuti retired, and Shane Andrews is one of the familiar faces on this Brookdale team, a sophomore, one of many who just had tremendous success. Batted .443 in his freshman season with a couple of home runs, and he strokes one out to right center field. Long run in the gap for Becker, and that ball is gone. And Shane Andrews wastes no time. First pitch of the at-bat, loses it over the fence in right center as Brookdale gets on the board and cuts the Rockland lead to 3-1.
Hey, nothing wrong, yo. Nothing wrong.
Brookdale team who had 52 home runs a season ago. They have their third in their third game today. And now Malik Little, the designated hitter, and he first pitch swings and fouls it off to the left out of play. Little, a sophomore, he wasn't here last year. He was a member of Caldwell College. But he's one of the big additions for Johnny Johnson's group. And he looks at a fastball over the outside corner. It's 0-2. DH today has had a start at third base. Down in the count 0-2 as O'Coin deals. And it's down low, 1-2. Brookdale 1 run back on the big swing by Andrews. Looks poised for another big season. There's a big cut, but a miss by Little. Strike 3. Brookdale's out in the inning, but they score 1-on-1 hit. Shane Andrews, a long ball. We played 1, 3-1, Rockland. Top of the second inning here in Lincroft at McLaughlin Field. Rockland 3, Brookdale 1. The Hawks will send up the top of the order against a new pitcher for the Jersey Blues. And the first one is inside. It's Gary John Perrone, the left-hander. So Becker 0 for 1. He popped to first base, but a whole lot of damage done behind him in that opening inning. Swings and misses at a high fastball. And it's 1-1. Alex Exarchakis and Ryan Foodie will follow in this second inning. And the lefties 1-1. Missed the outside corner, 2-1. So Tyler Mendez started, but is out of this game after just one inning of work. Swing and a miss. Mendez went the one inning, charged with 3 runs on 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 1, and it was that 2-out walk that set the stage for the big inning. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Perrone comes in, strikes out his first man as Becker is out number 1. Alex Exarchakis batting for the second time, 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Mendez. Now it's a lefty-lefty matchup against Perrone, called a strike. Brookdale looking for a bounce-back inning. Got 1 run back, but trailed by 2. Good off speed, and quickly it's 0-2. Perrone making his first appearance as a collegiate, comes from Staten Island, New York. Ahead 0-2. And popped up. Shallow left center. It'll be the center fielder Pizzuti to take charge and make the catch. 2 away. So just as the first inning started, 2 out and nobody on, but Brookdale will hope for a better result here as Perrone takes on Ryan Foodie. Got it started by drawing a walk and scored the first run. Lefty to lefty. Breaking ball strike. Perrone is good command of the strike zone. Too far outside, the count even.
Here we go. Hey, somebody you can drive. Let's go,
2-1 home. Down at the feet for ball 3. Foodie got on. Steven Barbosa would come to the plate. This is an out-of-region opponent for Brookdale. Region 19 against Region 15. And ball 4, so Perrone lost Foodie. 2-out base runner as Foodie walks for a second straight time. And it's Barbosa standing in now, had a base hit and scored. Batting for the second time in 2 innings, takes a big rip, and it's 0-1. Rockland did not enjoy much success a year ago. Their record was just 13-37. Called a strike. Only 5 teams that compete as part of the Division II section of the Region 15. The Hawks finished in 3rd a year ago. And an 0-2. Half swing, and he fouled it away up and over the dugout. Oh, and 2 the count to the right-hand hitter. And he missed with the off speed off the corner. The ball and 2 strikes. Base runner at first is Foodie. Off the end of the bat and foul. So we'll do the 1-2 one more time. Swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt. Andrews will toss down to first. That completes the putout and ends a scoreless second. A walk, 1 left. Off we go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-1 Rockland. Home second inning. I'm Brian Gadsford on Brookdale TV. We're streaming live on YouTube, and glad you're with us on a Wednesday afternoon for baseball. Very pleasant day. A little bit of a breeze blowing as Anthony Martino leads off the home second inning. Brookdale down 3-1. And the first pitch, Martino could not hold up. Strike 1. Martino, Richard Kernan, and Casey Gardner in this second inning. Facing the righty, Oscar O'Coin deals a strike, and it's 0-2. Martino off a very good freshman season in which he batted .339 with 5 home runs and 22 driven in over 22 games. And he's hit by the pitch. So O'Coin was ahead of him 0-2 and then plunks him, and Brookdale gets the leadoff man on. So Richard Kernan will be the batter, looking for his first hit on the young season, 0 for his first 2. And he swings, and you've just gotten a piece at the plate. Strike 1. And now O'Coin is ready. Kernan lays off a pitch down and inside. Now, there's so much talent that has moved on from this team from a year ago, namely Rocco Bresniak, Nick Lavarco, Ryan Cole was a fixture at first base and on the mound as the runner takes off. Pitch outside, throw to second will not be in time, as the home plate umpire has to make all the calls on the bases. So a stolen base for Martino. Jersey Blues stole 12 bases in the opening doubleheader, running early and often against the Tompkins-Cortland team from New York. Second straight opponent from New York State. So runner now in scoring position off second, and Kernan watches too high. Casey Gardner waiting in the on-deck circle. Behind 3-1, O'Coin delivers. It's hit off the end of the bat off third, coming over Blanchard over his shoulder, and he overran it. So full count on Kernan, who has taken the responsibility of Ryan Cole's position at first base. This one is hit on the ground, sliding over the second baseman Andino. Throw from his knees in time, as Martino advances to second, but a nice play made by Andino to retire Kernan for out number one. Runner at third, Brookdale down 2, Gardner the batter. Infield looked like it was starting to come in, but now they back up, so they'll concede the run. And Gardner attacks the first one and misses, 0-1. Gardner 1 hit and 3 at bats so far. Could not hold up. Strike 2. A spot where O'Coin would like a strikeout to pin that runner at third base. 3-1 Rockland in front. Brookdale batting bottom 2. And the 0-2. 1-2. Gardner is one of the many new faces, freshman who will be asked to pick up some of the production that was lost from players moving on. Talking with Johnny Johnson, he felt confident about this group. He said even as good as last year's team was, he felt they were a bit top-heavy. And this team, top to bottom, may just be even stronger. That one skips in. 2-2. Martino was hit by a pitch. He's now at third base. Two to the plate, and a half-swing ground ball to first. Taking charge is Foodie to get the out. The run scores as Martino comes in. That makes it a 3-2 score. So give Gardner a run batted in. The bases are now clear with 2 out. And Junior Nunez, the batter. He takes called, strike 1. Well, Nunez hit one of the 2 home runs that Brookdale had prior to today in the Sunday doubleheader. Here's the 0-1, and he has to lean back from a pitch that missed. 1-1. Nunez last year had 33 at-bats as a freshman, batted near the 400 mark at .394. 1-1. Letter high and called a strike. One run home in the inning, 3-2. Rockland leads Brookdale. 1-2 home. Nunez takes, and it just missed. Hit hard, and that's through in the left field for a base hit. So Nunez takes the turnaround first, settles with a single. So Brookdale has its second hit, the first that didn't leave the yard after Andrews' first inning home run. So Declan Sheehan hitting ninth in the order. Starter in left field. One for his first two on the year, a right-hand hitter, and he flares one foul up and over the dugout. The number 9 position in the order was well covered a season ago with Nick Colbert. Switch hitter who had occasional power, hit for a very high average. Brookdale got great production out of that spot, and there's a stolen base as Nunez swipes it easily. Pitch was dropped by Murphy. So runner in scoring position, that represents the tying run, and that's another pitch that Murphy could not catch. 2-1. He'd be back to the top of the order next if Sheehan could keep it going with Justin Lopez. O'Coin with a 2-1. On the ground to short, waiting on it Bautista. He fires to first in time, and that'll end the inning. A hit by pitch, and Brookdale gets one on the board after two. It's 3-2 Hawks. Top of the third inning in a 3-2 game. Rockland in front of the Jersey Blues. Brookdale will turn to its third pitcher in 3 innings with the right-hander Luke Roccasano taking over and dealing a fastball out of the strike zone, 1-0. Liam Murphy leading off for the Hawks. He swings and misses. A ball and a strike. He'll be followed in the inning by Aiden Hayward and then Abraham Bautista. Very high. 2-1. So 1 inning apiece for Tyler Mendez, the starter, and then Gary John Perrone worked a scoreless second inning with a couple of strikeouts. Swinging strike, 2. Murphy's already had a hit. That was in the first. It scored a run when the Hawks plated 3. Brookdale's gotten 2 back since. And a cut and a miss for strike 3. So Murphy out of there. 1 out. So 4 strikeouts for Jersey Blues pitching. And the batter, Aiden Hayward. One and 0. I mentioned about 56 degrees today, and that kind of feels like 70 with the way this winter has gone. Plenty of cold weather. Called strike. And even on Sunday, Brookdale playing in much colder temperatures, so it's got to feel a lot more comfortable out there today. 1-1. 1-2. This college season, it starts in the winter freeze, and by the end, it could be as warm as 80 degrees. Swing and a miss, a weak hack by Hayward, and Roccasano comes in and has back-to-back strikeouts, 2 down. And the batter, Abraham Bautista, also 1 for 1. Right-hand hitter. 1-0. Roccasano, the freshman right-hander, Spring Lake, New Jersey native, played his high school ball at Christian Brothers Academy. High in the air off first, coming over is Kernan for a look, but that's well out of play. Roccasano coming over from Maryland. Hey, 2-1 the count to Bautista. Base is clear, 2 out. And now a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Roccasano has fanned the first 2 in the inning. He's looking to strike at the side, but he's in danger of losing Bautista as he deals and misses outside, ball 4. And Garrick Blanchard digs in. The 8th place hitter worked a walk his first time up. Ball 1. Two strikeouts and a walk in the inning. 3-2, Rockland leads. There's a strike. It's that time of the year where the pitchers are getting their early work in, and so not going deep into games. So this is very much an effort by committee. As it's rolled out to the shortstop, Lopez, he'll make the overhand toss on target and in time to retire Blanchard and end the inning. Rockland leads 1, middle 3. It's a 3-2 Rockland lead. Top of the order up for the Jersey Blues as we start the home third. Brookdale down 3-2. And this their third game of the season, all at home so far. There's a long way to go. New pitcher for the Hawks is Ryan Murphy, and he's greeted with a base hit into left center off the bat of Lopez. Takes a wide turn, and as his first hit of the day, a leadoff single. Brookdale's had a run on a hit in each of the first two. Now they have their hit in the third. Pizzuti, the batter, was off to a scorching start this season. 0 for 1 in this game. He takes ball one in the dirt, taking off for second. Lopez, high throw. And it's saved from going into the outfield as Lopez takes second base. Pizzuti entered the day with 6 hits in his first 7 at-bats. That's good for a cool .857. Two and 0. And hit his first home run of the year in the last doubleheader. It's our leadoff man in scoring position. Brookdale looking to get even for the first time. Ball 3 without a strike. The power bat of Shane Andrews waiting on deck. Already one big swing in this game, a solo home run. He'll take his cuts next. 3-0. Taking all the way, a strike. We got to give credit to umpire J.B. Torres, who remains playing solo duty out there. Still waiting for his partner to return to man the bases. On 3-1, it's well outside ball 4, and the first 2 are aboard in the inning. So here comes Andrews. Lifted his first home run of the year over the fence in right center field in the first inning. After hitting just 2 as a freshman a year ago, but plenty of run batted in production called a strike. Andrews had 43 runs batted in 38 games. Really took the job from behind the plate down the stretch of the season, starting pretty much all the way after working a tandem with Luca Lemira for the first part of the year. 2 on, no one out. 3-2 the score. And here it comes. Andrews attacks it, fouls it away. Runners on, Lopez in scoring position at second. Pizzuti, the base runner at first. Pretty good lead for both. Check the runner, here it comes. And it's down and in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Murphy, the sophomore right-hander, takes over after Oscar O'Coin went the first 2. Inside, and it hit him. So Andrews flings the bat aside, and Brookdale has them loaded up. Second hit batsman of the game, so the stage is set now for Malik Little. Strikeout victim his first time. Chance to do damage. A base hit could give the Jersey Blues the lead. And Little takes down in the dirt, 1-0. So Murphy is really putting himself into a tough spot. A single, a walk, and a hit batter. And Little with a dribbler to the right side. That'll get a run in. Play is to first. It's in time. Runners to second and third, so Little gets an RBI to even the score as Lopez crosses the plate, and we're tied up 3 apiece. So now Martino will try to get Brookdale the lead. He was the first to be hit by a pitch and scored a run. That was in the second. And he goes after the first one, 0-1. Pizzuti now at third with Andrews at second. Tie game 3-3 as we play this bottom of the third. And Martino with a drive, left field, going back, Exarchakis, he'll have room, he makes the catch. Tagging at third, Pizzuti, heading for the plate, he scores. It's a sacrifice fly for Martino, and Brookdale has their second run of the inning, and they have the lead for the first time. It's 4-3. So Richard Kernan rolled out to the second baseman, 0 for 1. The lone runner is now off second. Murphy's first one, grounded foul. So from down 3-0 to up 4-3 for Brookdale today. And what will be just one game will go as long as 9 innings. And an 0-1. So Little and Martino have the RBIs in the inning without a hit. Ground out and a sac fly. Next one to Kernan. He swings and lifts it high in the air on the infield. Third baseman Blanchard reaches out and makes the catch. Made an easy play look more difficult. Brookdale is done in the third, but they score 2 to take the lead. Brookdale 4, Rockland 3 as we head to the fourth. Top of the fourth inning, I'm Brian Goudsword. Brookdale now has a 4-3 lead as Richard Barton deals the first one high and away, 1-0. Ryan Andino to lead it off, 9-1-2. Rockland sends up in the inning, now down for the first time. And Andino looks at a strike, the count even. On deck, Greg Becker and then Alex Exarchakis in the inning. Barton, the fourth pitcher of the afternoon. Little nubber, that's foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Andino 0 for 1, grounded out, a fielder's choice his first time. 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Swing and a miss as he waved it one out of the strike zone, and Barton gets his first man. Andino, the victim, 1 man away. That's 6 strikeouts for Jersey Blue pitching across 4 pitchers. And Greg Becker batting for the 3rd time, 0 for his first 2. Ball 1. Becker has popped to first and struck out swinging. Rockland taking their turn this top of the 4th inning. Line toward left. That ball is toward the gap and down for extra bases all the way back to the fence. On his way to second is Becker. He'll stop there. And he has himself a 1-out double. Rockland scored 3 times in the opening inning. Brookdale's been able to keep them at bay since. But now a scoring chance with Becker at second. Exarchakis 0 for 2 in the game. Swinging strike 1. So prior to the Becker double, the top 2 in the order had been 0 for 4. But everyone after that has seemingly been on base a lot. Big lead at second, the 0-1 too high. Barton, who was a part of this pitching staff a year ago, now a sophomore. Long look in, and he'll step off. And we can report that the base umpire has now joined this game. We play the 4th inning, so we welcome Jared Haynes, who's standing between second and third base on the grass. Must have been a long commute for him. 3-1 the count. Barton behind. Runner faked to go at second as Barton finds the strike zone on the inner part. Full count. The on-deck hitter is the first baseman, Foodie, who's been on base twice. Payoff pitch. Low, below the knees, ball 4. And Exarchakis works out a hard-earned walk. So there'll be a meeting at the mound. The first of the day is Johnny Johnson, always the one who provides the visits.
Alex, 1 out. Watch your back pick here. Watch your play, right? Watch your play, Greg.
Very experienced Brookdale coach. After a tremendous season a year ago, it was a team that many years probably good enough to win it all, but Rowan Gloucester was just a juggernaut in their own right. Had the upper hand against Brookdale. A team that won 44 games a year ago, just 9 losses, and particularly dominant here at home. Strike 1. Foodie, who hasn't seen too many strikes, he's walked in his first 2 appearances today. First 2 aboard in the 4th inning. Brookdale holding on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Oh, and 2 to count. And Barton delivers. Swing and a miss, held on to by the catcher Andrews, strike 3. A big one for Barton as he gets Foodie, 1 out or 2 out. So it's 2 on and 2 out. Steven Barbosa, 1 for 2, is singled and struck out. Runner takes off for third. Now the delayed steal to second, and they both make it safely without a throw. Becker was the first to take off. Exarchakis didn't initially make a break, but Andrews dropped the pitch, and they both make it safely on the double steal. So 2 in scoring position. A base hit could swing it back in the favor of the Hawks. Up above the letters, 2-0. Now 3-0. First base is open. A walk would load the bases and bring up Liam Murphy, standing in the on-deck circle. Now Barton needs a strike and gets one. Borderline call at the knees, 3-1. Three-one offering off the fist and foul off the fence behind home plate. Becker is at third. Exarchakis is at second. That's the tying and go-ahead runs potentially. Payoff pitch. Swinging a shot toward left center field. That's a base hit and he'll score 2. Becker's in. Exarchakis right behind him. Stopping at first is Steven Barbosa with a 2-run single. As Rockland goes back in front, it's 5-4. A 2-out, 2-run hit. So a bit of a seesaw affair. As Liam Murphy, the batter. 1-0. Rockland has done all of the damage today with 2 out. All 5 runs coming in those situations. It's 2-0. Murphy singled and scored in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Two and one. Tried to hold the swing and did so. No, the base umpire ruled it a swing. Murphy cannot believe it. Two balls and 2 strikes with 2 out and 2 runs home in the inning as Rockland has grabbed a 5-4 lead. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Andrews on the backhand. So Barton with the payoff. Runner goes. Pitch is popped up. Right side of the infield. Martino waiting for it. He'll squeeze it with one hand to end the inning. But 2 runs in. Base hit by Barbosa gives the Hawks the lead. Middle of the 4th. It's 5-4. Rockland on top. Bottom of the fourth inning, Casey Gardner to lead it off for Brookdale. Now down again, 5-4 the score. We stream live on Brookdale TV for this one game on a Wednesday afternoon. Ryan Murphy starts his second inning of work with strike one. Gardner, Junior Nunez, and Declan Sheehan as Brookdale sends up the bottom third of the order. One and one. So with Murphy on the mound, it is an all-Murphy battery with Ryan pitching and Liam behind the plate. Swing and a miss as Murphy, the pitcher, took something off. Gardner 0 for 1, grounded out unassisted to the first baseman. And that was back in inning number 2. 2-2 the count. Not much in the way of sunshine. We started with more sun. This game was moved up an hour, originally scheduled for a 3 o'clock start. We started just after 2. So it'll be a payoff pitch to start this half of the inning. High in the air to center. Becker going back, way back, reaches up, and he did not make the catch. Turning second, Gardner on his way to third. The relay throw there is not in time. It gets away, but not far enough, and Gardner has a 3-bagger. The second triple of the year for Brookdale. Andrews had the first one. And Nunez will try to get that tying run in as this seesaw affair continues. Nunez had a base hit his first time up, a second inning single. Infield playing back. Lined over, short base hit, and the game will be tied again. Coming in to score is Gardner. Nunez trying for 2. The relay throw, the tag. He overslid the bag, and he's out. So Nunez out trying to stretch a single into a double. He plates the tying run with an RBI single. And we are tied 5-5. It was quite a gamble that Nunez took, and didn't seem like he had much of a chance to make it safely at second. So the base is empty. Declan Sheehan 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Breaking ball for ball 1. Justin Lopez, the leadoff hitter, waits next. Got a piece. Sheehan showing bunt. He bunts and misses it. Strike 2. Don't figure he'll be squaring with 2 strikes in the count. I guess taking a chance with the infield back to use his speed. Now on 1 and 2, set to swing, and he waves and misses strike 3. Murphy behind the plate finds it, throws a soft toss over to first, and just in time. So Declan, the strikeout, throw to first to complete the putout, and there are 2 out. Jersey Blues start the 3rd time through the order, batting in the bottom of the 4th with Justin Lopez. 1 for 2, base hit his last time and scored a run. And he squares to bunt, gets it down. Going to be a tough play as pitcher and catcher come together, and the Murphys couldn't figure out who wanted to take it, and Lopez has himself a bunt hit. Perfectly placed by Lopez right in between, and neither could call off the other. So Brookdale a 2-out base runner. Anthony Pizzuti, dangerous hitter. Came in 6 for his first 7. He's looking for his first hit in this game. Flied to right and walked. He scored once. And he looks at a called strike. First-year jersey blue from Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Already making an early impact. 1-1. Listed on the roster as both a infielder and pitcher, so I figure we could see him on the mound at some point. Runner got caught between first and second, but able to get back to first. That's Lopez. Five the score. We play bottom of the 4th. 2 out and a runner at first, and a check in. Haven't been too many pickoff throws. We see some games where pitchers are just loving throwing over to the bases. You might expect it with the number of stolen bases Brookdale has had already. Here's the 2-1. Pizzuti gets under it, a high fly to center. Becker started in, now going way back and gone! And the wind may have helped that one as Pizzuti crashes a 2-run homer. His second of the early part of the season. It's 7-5 Jersey Blues. Off the bat, it looked like it may be a can of corn. And the next thing you know, it's over the fence. That is already 9 runs batted in this the 3rd game for the freshman. Meeting at the mound for Rockland. So the Jersey Blues have played Powerball for the 2nd time. A team that has featured 3 lead changes already. And Shane Andrews, 2 out, nobody on. Murphy delivers, and it's stung down the left field side, foul. Andrews had the first Brookdale homer, a first inning shot over the fence in right center. Next time up, hit by a pitch. 7-5 Brookdale, high-scoring affair between these interstate teams. Andrews asking for time at the plate. Apparently they've got a violation, so an automatic ball, making it a 1-1 count. And that one up and over the head. 2-1. Andrews just tapped it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brookdale's going to be relying on a couple of their sophomores like Andrews. One of the players we expected to see, Ryan Schmidt, out of the lineup today. And that breaking ball crosses a bit high and the count full. Schmidt dealing with a bit of an injury, not exactly sure when he'll be back in the lineup. And he was a fixture as a freshman, hitting in the leadoff spot. It'll be a payoff to Andrews from Murphy, and it's way out of the zone, ball 4. So we're going to have a pitching change. John Greeley makes the slow walk out to the mound. He'll pull Murphy. Brookdale still batting in the bottom of the 4th. They've taken the lead at 7-5. We'll be right back. Dan McGovern finishing his warm-up tosses, and seems like it's a rather lengthy warm-up for the new right-hander. It's Malik Little ready to take his turn in the box. Brookdale has taken the lead in the inning at 7-5. Jersey Blues were down 3-0, took a 4-3 lead, saw Rockland go back in front 5-4, and now 3 runs home in the inning. Pizzuti, the capper, with a 2-run blast. As Brookdale back in front. So McGovern is now ready to go. He'll contend with Andrews at first base. Little 0 for 2 so far, has struck out swinging and grounded to first. And he hits the first one in the air on the infield. Calling for it is the first baseman, and that's Foodie, to make the catch. So McGovern comes in, throws 1 pitch, gets Rockland through the inning. But Brookdale scores 3. Pizzuti, the big blow. 7-5 Jersey Blues after 4. Top of the fifth inning at McLaughlin Field, home of the Jersey Blues, where Brookdale has a 7-5 lead in this third game of the season. Aiden Hayward, first man up, 1-0. New pitcher is the fifth of the afternoon as Brookdale's on pace to use a pitcher an inning. And the latest is the righty Alex Korth, local product from Middletown South, and falls behind 2-0. Hayward, Abraham Bautista, and Garrick Blanchard as the 6, 7, and 8 hitters bat for the Hawks. They've been pesky today. See how many more swings this game has before it's over. 2-1. Rockland making their only trip to Lincroft, as was the case last year. Brookdale opened its season against this Rockland team and swept them. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hayward on the day has singled and struck out, 1 for 2. 5 runs on 6 hits for the visitors today. And a 2-2. Swing and a miss, so Korth comes back from 2-0 to put away Hayward, 1 man away. And it brings in Abraham Bautista, twice on base today, single and a walk. Jersey Blues have not had a 1-2-3 inning, so they're striving to do that. Swinging strike. A little bit high. Picked by Andrews, but it's a ball. 2-1. Fouled away. Looks like a decent contingent of fans on hand in this early season game. Two balls and 2 strikes. And here it comes from Korth. Full count. A lot of deep counts in this game. It is not a game that has moved along at a swift pace. A lot of base runners, a lot of runs. Now the payoff. Ball 4, and so Bautista walks for a second straight time on base for a third time, a 1-out base runner. And Garrick Blanchard, his third time at bat, has walked and grounded out to short, officially 0 for 1. 1 on with 1 out. And a big swing, but he didn't follow through well and missed it. 0-1. And you have a name like Gehrig or Mantle. It's a pretty good name for a guy playing baseball. And he sends this one out of play. It's 0-2. Brookdale pitching has struck out 7. Only in the 5th inning with 1 out. Korth with the 0-2. And did that hit him? It did. Looked like it got him in the elbow area. So Blanchard is plunked, and a walk and a hit batsman have given the Hawks 2 on base. So Ryan Andino represents the go-ahead run at the plate. The tying run is at first in a 7-5 game, top of the fifth. First one home, down low, 1-0. Andino today is grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out 0 for 2 at the number 9 spot in the order. He'll be back to the top next with Greg Becker. 1-0, he's squaring the bunt. He gets it down off the mound. Korth will make the underhand flip, but the sacrifice is successful. Batista to third, Blanchard to second, and Andino gets the sacrifice bunt, 2 in scoring position. So a little small ball executed well. Now Becker, a base hit could tie the game. Still playing the infield back. Korth fires home and goes with the off speed and missed the mark. 1-0. Becker had a 2-base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 3, scored once. 2 on with 2 out. Fastball for a strike. Good location. Hawks have gotten all 5 of their runs today with 2 out. 3 in the first, 2 more in the last half inning in the fourth. Bidding to retie the game on 1-1, too high. Next delivery. On the ground, right back to him. Korth fields the comebacker, flips it to first. The inning is over. Rockland leaves 2 in scoring position. Brookdale preserves a 2-run lead, middle of the fifth.
Come on, keep us here. Keep us here. Let's go.
Home fifth inning, Brookdale 7, Rockland 5. Brian Gadsford here with you on Brookdale TV as Anthony Martino, first man up, and watches wide 1-0. Martino doesn't have an official at bat today. Hit by a pitch, scored a run, drove in a run his last time with a sacrifice fly. McGovern got the final out in the last inning, stays in, and misses 2-0. McGovern threw one pitch to end the last inning, got little to pop out. But Brookdale scored 3 times in that inning to take a 7-5 lead. Martino takes ball 3. On deck, Richard Kernan and then Casey Gardner. 5, 6, and 7 part of the order. 3-0 coming up. Called a strike. On ball 4, Martino on to start the inning. A leadoff walk. And up comes Richard Kernan. First to check in on the runner at first, where Martino gets back safely. And Kernan watches off the outside, 1-0. Kernan, another Middletown native. He's a Middletown North Lion, playing his high school ball there. Looking to make an impact as a Jersey Blue, first man aboard, and ball 2. Looking for his first hit in this game. He's grounded to second and popped to third. And McGovern set. His 2-0 is over the plate for a strike. 7 runs on 7 hits for the Jersey Blues. Leading the game by 2. Runner goes, pitch is swung and missed. Throw to second is not in time as it skips past the bag. So a stolen base for Martino, and he is in scoring position. Brookdale continues to run early and often. 2-2 the count. Kernan will have a full count. Dancing off second, Martino. The pitch home is low, ball 4, and the first 2 Jersey Blues are on in the inning. A hit batter and a walk. And now it's Gardner. Ball 1 away. Runner's getting a pretty good lead as Gardner leans away, and it's 2-0. As McGovern having a difficult time finding the strike zone of late. Got Martino at second with Kernan at first. Brookdale looking to extend the lead from 2 runs, and a fastball a bit high, and it's 3-0. McGovern looking for the zone. Can he find it? He cannot, and the bases are loaded. So meeting at the man. We'll see if this is a visit or a pitching change. Rockland is coached by John Greeley. This team had a difficult season last year, competing at the Division II level. Looks like they're just going to try to settle McGovern down before he goes after Junior Nunez. So bases full of Jersey Blues, leading 7-5, batting in this bottom of the fifth inning with the bases full, nobody out. First one to Nunez, swinging a grounder to second for one, but no, the throw gets away. One run is scored. Martino, here comes the second, throw to second, not in time. And Brookdale adds 2 and leads 9-5. On a ground ball, probably weren't going to get 2, but should have gotten 1, and Rockland doesn't get any. So an error all the way on Nunez, or on the shortstop Bautista, as Nunez ends up at second base. The runner at third is Gardner. We got a change in the order with Jacob Ramirez to take the turn at bat. Foul back. So runners now at second and third. 2 more runs in the inning. Lead 9-5. Rockland now has the infield in, trying to cut off a run as McGovern pours in a strike. It's 0-2. So the strike zone has eluded the right-hander this inning. He's hit a batter and walked 2. That put him in danger. Still nobody out in the inning. The defense behind him hasn't helped out. Ramirez rolls one, sliding stop. Bautista gets up and throws it away. Here comes another run to score. Gardner is in. Nunez will be held at third. Another run across for Brookdale. That is their 10th of the game, and they lead 10-5. And now back to the top of the order, Justin Lopez, who's been on base twice. Still nobody out in the inning. Brookdale was down in this game 3-0 before they came to bat. They took the lead. They saw that lead get away, but now they've been up to stay ever since. 2-0 as McGovern struggles continue. Takes a borderline strike. 2-1. Nunez and Ramirez are the base runners at third and second, respectively. Lopez looking to pick them up with more runs. And looks at a breaking ball that bends in for a strike, 2-2. Anthony Pizzuti homered his last at bat. He waits next. Big inning already, and Brookdale doesn't have an out recorded. Lined and snagged by the first baseman, Foodie. A bullet off the bat of Lopez, but it's the first out of the inning. So now Pizzuti, infield remains in. Pizzuti, a threat to hit the ball out of the yard, as we saw in the fourth inning, a 2-run homer. 10-5 Brookdale, 1-0. Already 2 home runs on the young season for the freshman, who's been on base twice. 1 for 2 in the game. Batting here with 2 out there in scoring position. Called a strike. McGovern, long look in. Deals the 1-1. Pizzuti gets a piece, fouls it off. This is the meaty part of the Brookdale order, with Pizzuti and Andrews behind him, Malik Little. Two on, only 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Driven out to right field. Long run Barbosa back toward the fence and gone. It is a 3-run homer to the opposite field. Anthony Pizzuti has struck for a second straight at bat. He's got a 2-home run, 5 RBI day, and Brookdale has blown the doors off this one. It's 13-5. Pitching change in Lincroft. McGovern is out. We'll be back to McLaughlin Field. Brookdale now by 8 runs. Brookdale still batting in this fifth inning. Shane Andrews will be the eighth to come to the plate. An inning in which Brookdale has scored 6. More fireworks provided by Anthony Pizzuti. I think this team is going to enjoy having him this year. This is grounded up the third baseline foul. 2 home run day for Pizzuti, who was driven in 5. From down 3-0 early in the game to now up 13-5 on 0-1. Pitch is inside. And the new pitcher, Chris Villalona, right-hander, has a herky-jerky delivery. Reminds me a lot of El Duque. Swing and a miss. Queens, New York native, freshman. And his 1-2 home. Andrews swings and misses. Tag applied by Murphy. 2 out. So Malik Little is the only Jersey Blue who has not reached base. Strike 1. Been held in check, 0 for 3. Struck out, grounded out, popped out. One and one. Base is clear with 2 out. And Little gets win into left field for a base hit. So he's the last Jersey Blue to get a hit, but he's got one. Brookdale had a game 2 on Sunday in which all 9 starters registered a hit. The way this lineup clicks, it can make for a messy scorecard, as Anthony Martino, who started the inning by getting hit by a pitch, is up for a second time in this fifth. His team now 8 runs to the good. One and one. Martino on twice hit by a pitch in between, delivered a sacrifice fly to left field. Off the corner, 2 and 1. Such an impressive freshman season with 5 home runs. Doing the DHing most of the time he was in there. Count even. Villalona just looking to put an end to this disastrous inning for Rockland. That's fouled off the foot. Opening day for the Hawks. Brookdale the advantage of having played a couple of games already. And again, the 2-2 is run the count full. Richard Kernan takes his cuts on deck. He would come to bat for a second time in this inning. First to throw over to first, safe. That's Little leading off first. Now the 3-2, runner goes, and strike 3 called. So Martino out on strikes, but not before Brookdale scores 6. And Anthony Pizzuti, another big blow, a 3-run homer to the opposite field. Brookdale 13, Rockland 5 after 5. Top of the sixth inning, Alex Egzar chases, grounds the first 1-2 first. Kernan makes the underhand flip, and the new pitcher, Will Reyes, is at the bag in time. One pitch, one away. Haven't been many quick outs for either side today. Brookdale now pummeling Rockland by a 13-5 score. Ryan Foodie's been on base twice, has also struck out. A no-contact day for the Hawks' first baseman. Very high and a bit inside, 1-0. So Will Reyes is the sixth pitcher in now 6 innings for the Jersey Blues. Going exactly 1 inning at a time. Pitcher by committee. That's lined over first into right field. Over to cut it off, Gardner has trouble with it. On his way to second, Foodie. He's there safely. Steven Barbosa, a multiple hit day for him, 2 for 3. Reyes was here as a freshman a season ago, delivers and misses, 1-0. Barbosa has twice singled in the first and in the fourth. Called strike one. So we can go through the litany of Brookdale pitchers on this afternoon as the 1-1 comes home, and it's hit sharply. Nice play on a hop by Nunez. Long throw. Kernan able to apply the tag, and they get the out. So Foodie has to stay put at second. Barbosa retired. Nice play, Nunez. 2 down. Jersey Blues started with Tyler Mendez. Since then, we've seen Perone, Racasano, Barton, Korth, and Will Reyes, the latest. Liam Murphy, 1 out of 3. And he bounces when slowly to first. Right there is Kernan. He'll take it himself. The inning is over. A hit, 1 left, middle of the 6th. Brookdale by 8. It's 13-5. Bottom of the sixth inning, Brookdale comfortably in front, enjoying a 13-5 lead. Richard Kernan first up in the inning after Brookdale sent 10 to bat in the fifth, scored 6 times. So facing Chris Villalona, and Kernan swings over the first one, 0-1. Casey Gardner, Junior Nunez scheduled next. 0-1 to the plate. Toward right center field, and that ball is down between them. A base hit. Kernan trying for 2. The throw will not be in time. Leadoff double. And Casey Gardner will stand in now. On base his last 2 times up, had a triple in the fourth, walked his last time up in that marathon fifth. He's also grounded out. 1-0. Well, if this game becomes a margin of 10 runs or more, we would be done after 7 officially today. No need to go the full 9. 2-0. Brookdale has the benefit of playing this early stretch of games all on their home field. They get a road test on Friday at Salem. That starts a 3-game series. Salem comes in for the weekend on Saturday as they'll play a doubleheader. And they got 2 with the Bronx on Sunday, so 4 games or 5 games in 3 days from Friday to Sunday. And Gardner thought he had ball 4. Instead, he has a full count. Payoff on the ground left side. Third baseman Blanchard winds it up, throws, picked out of the dirt, and they get the out. Nice play on both ends to retire Gardner. 1 gone. Kernan with the heads-up base running to take third as Nunez will be next. Junior 1 for 3, and the only time, or I should say 2 for 3, and the only time he didn't get a hit, he reached on an error. Play that scored a couple of runs. 0-1. Infield in for the Hawks. They can't afford to fall behind any further. It's an 8-run game. 0-2. Swing and a miss, so 3 pitches, and Nunez is the second out. Looks like we have a pinch hitter. Derek Miro to take his first turn at bat. 0-1. Ninth spot in the order was started by Declan Sheehan, since we've seen Jacob Ramirez and now Miro. 0-2. Well, Brookdale has scored in every inning today. It's gotten progressively higher. The run in the first 2, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and then 5 in the fifth. Or 6 in the fifth, I should say. So Rockland looking to keep them off the board for the first time. 1-2. Miro, another New York native out of the borough of Staten Island. First year jersey blue on a 2-2. And he's worked the count full. Sun is back out. Miro swings and misses, and that'll end the inning. A double and 1 left. We're through 6 from McLaughlin Field. 13-5 Jersey Blues. Top of the 7th inning, Brookdale 13, Rockland 5. Streaming live on YouTube here on Brookdale TV. The latest pitcher is Brandon Hendrickson with strike one. Got a pinch hitter for the Hawks. It's Dan Ulrich taking the turn at bat, right-hand hitter. And on an 0-1, he looks at another strike, 0-2. Scheduled to follow, Abraham Bautista and Garrick Blanchard. But we could be getting changes in a lopsided game. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Dan Ulrich. One out. Abraham Bautista stays in. Starting shortstop has been on base 3 times in the game with a single and 2 walks. 1-0. Hendrickson, another freshman right-hander out of Red Bank Catholic. From here in Monmouth County, Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Falls behind 2-0. The way Brookdale has employed the pitching staff today, they're doing their best Tampa Bay Rays impersonation. 3-0. Each pitcher has gone exactly 1 inning. It'd be hard to figure who gets the win in a game like that. 3-0. And he walked him on 4 straight, so Bautista, showing great patience at the plate, walks for a 3rd straight time. Another pinch hitter, and it's number 99, Harry Florsheim. And skips in, 1-0. So he has Aaron Judge's number. Not sure if Judge was the inspiration for that or not. It was the 1-0, and he hits it back to the mound, fielded by Hendrickson, gets the out at second. The relay throw in time for the double play. 1-6-3 to end the inning, and because of the double play, nobody left on base. We're middle of the 7th at the stretch, 13-5. Top of the order up for Brookdale, bottom of the 7th. Justin Lopez, first man up, and the pitch is in the dirt. Chris Villalona remains out there. He's the fourth pitcher of the afternoon for the Hawks. Tap back to the mound. Villaloma's got it and one out. So now Anthony Pizzuti, who's working on quite a day. Home runs in his last two at-bats. One a two-run shot, the other a three-run homer. 1-0. There's a bit of a breeze, which may have helped propel one of them out of the yard. I thought the first one he got under, and it sailed over the fence. And the second one he took out to the opposite field. 3 home runs for the year already, 9 runs batted in. This is an impressive hitter. Stings this one right side out of play. Of course, Brookdale had a very memorable offensive season as a team, but by a number of individuals, and none bigger than Rocco Bresniak. And what a player he was to watch a season ago, batting over 500. And Pizzuti out on strikes. So Villaloma has the first 2 in the inning. Well, if Brookdale scores 2 in the inning, the game would be over after 7, but instead it could be a 1-2-3 frame and we would continue. Shane Andrews, 1-0. Brookdale catcher on base 3 times. He homered, he was hit by a pitch, and he walked. And now he rockets one to center field and deep. Going back, Becker back near the fence. It's off the fence and in play. Andrews to second, in standing with a double. I thought he hit that ball more solidly than Pizzuti's first home run, but that one didn't have enough to get out. And Malik Little was the last Brookdale player to get on the hit sheet. He's now 1 for 3 and takes ball 1 at his feet. Transfer from Caldwell College. 13-5 Brookdale, last of the 7th. Ball 2 without a strike. Inside, and that nearly brushed the jersey, but it's a 3-0 count. Brookdale 2 more runs and the game would be over on a walk-off by virtue of the mercy rule on 3-0, taking all the way a strike over the heart of the plate. "13 runs on 10 hits today. On 3-1, it's grounded toward the right side. Long run, Andino. He knocks it down. Turning third, Andrews heading for the plate. The throw there, late. Andrews scores on the infield hit as Malik Little picks up an RBI. Run number 14 for the Jersey Blues, and they lead 14-5. Not often that you score from second on an infield hit and with your catcher, no less. Anthony Martino. Strike 1. So now 1 more run to get, and this one would end. Of course, the baseball season begins while basketball is in its postseason stretch, and you got a big one tonight. The Brookdale men's team on the Montgomery campus. Big swing. 1-2. So we send our best to the Brookdale men's team. It'll be a tough matchup against number 2 Montgomery, but they've been playing at their best toward the back part of the season. One and two to Martino with 2 out and first to throw over and just safe. Close play. As Little nearly had himself picked off. That wraps around the inside part of the plate and misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. High pop behind the plate. Murphy back near the fence. He makes the catch. And so we continue. 1 run in. Brookdale leads by 9. Off to the 8th. It's 14-5.
Come on, Ryan.
9, 1 and 2 due up for the Hawks. Brookdale well in front, 14-5, enjoying this Wednesday afternoon of baseball on their home field. Brian Gadsford here with you as Ryan Andino leads it off and hits the first one up the line, foul. Greg Becker, Alex Exarchake is scheduled to follow in the inning for Rockland Community. Make their home in Sufford, New York. Lone trip down to Lincroft this season. They get it out of the way early on. Meanwhile, Brandon Hendrickson is the first Jersey Blue to earn a second inning on the mound. Up and over the head into the backstop, 2-1. We're getting a bit chillier out there as the afternoon progresses. Just missed, and it's 3-1. Andino has 1 official at bat. He struck out, or I should say 2 at bats. He's also granted into a fielder's choice. Sacrifice bunt his last time. 3-1, very high, and he's on to start the inning. Greg Becker start the 5th time through the order with swinging strike 1. Becker 1 out of 4, had a 4th inning double and scored. There's a well-struck double in the gap in left center. Pickoff throw that nearly went wild. Hawks have not scored since the 4th. They scored 3 times to open the game in the 1st, 2 in the 4th, and nothing since, and now trailed by 9 runs. And they're going to get used to playing away from their home field because their first 7 are all on the road to start this season. 2-1. Have their home opener until March the 8th, and they welcome in Nassau Community from Long Island. Held the swing in time, and it's 3-1. Hendrickson's next one is over the plate. And the payoff. Missed for ball 4, and the first 2 Hawks are on to start the inning, back-to-back walks. And that will prompt a conversation as Johnny Johnson is joined by the Jersey Blues infield, and it looks like we will have a pitching change. So Hendrickson out. We'll set up the new pitcher when we come back. Rockland batting top of the 8th, 14-5 for Brookdale. So Jeffrey Barham takes over on the mound for Brookdale. In front by 9 runs, but Rockland with a bid to make it a bit closer. 2 on base. And Exarchakis fouls one away. Left side, 0-1. 0 for 3 and a walk today for the Hawks left fielder. Rockland batting in this top of the 8th inning. Once led the game 3-0. That is long by the wayside. Hit hard down the line. That's fair, and extra bases, and will score at least 1. And now they wave in Becker, and there'll be no play. All the way to third goes Exarchakis with a 2-run triple and make it 14-7. So 21 combined runs in the game. Ryan Foodie bails out of that first pitch, and did they call a balk? Exarchakis trots in to score for the 8th Rockland run. It's now 14-8. Called a strike. Foodie on base 3 times in the game, has doubled and walked twice. Only time he was retired, he struck out. And he looks at one off the corner away, 1-1. Just when we thought we may be getting close to finishing this one up, Brookdale will have some work to do to get it back to potentially a 10-run margin. On the ground is second. There is Martino with the play. And they get Foodie. Out number 1.
Hey, let's go, Mark. We got that? Let's go. He'll lead off, kid.
Bases are empty. And Steven Barbosa with 1 out. Barham finds the strike zone, 0-1. Barbosa 2 for 4 afternoon. A ball and a strike. Barham, who wears number 8, and aptly so, he's the 8th jersey blue pitcher of the game. Started the inning hoping they could get Hendrickson through a second, but he was pulled. And now Barham misses the zone. It's 3-1. 14-8 the score. Knee high for a strike. Barham to Barbosa. Line center field base hit. So Rockland just keeps racking up the base runners. That's the 4th of this inning. And Barbosa has a 3-hit day. Liam Murphy has had a 1-hit day, single back in the first, 0 for 3 cents. Shoots one down the left field side out of play.
Hey, let's go. Barrel one up, kid. Come on, Murph. Hey, right side. Look at that.
Game about 2.5 hours at this point. 1-1. On the the corner. Didn't miss hitting him by much. Murphy looking like he's crowding the plate on that left side. But in the hole, 1 and 2. 1 out in the inning, runner at first. And Barham home with it and in the dirt.
Let's go, Ford. Hey, Ford. Let's go, Murph. Let's go, Ford.
And the 2-2. Driven out to right center field. That ball is down on the grass and extra bases all the way back to the fence. Barbosa gets the wave around third after 1 run is already scored, and he is in. It's a 2-run double for Liam Murphy.
Oh, my God. So fast, bro.
Check it, a 1-run double to make it 14-9. So the game getting a bit close for comfort now as Barham deals, swinging strike on Dan Ulrich, batting for a second time. This part of the order has struck out the last 3 at bats. Ulrich represents one of them. 1-1. A 4-run inning for the Hawks to get within 5. Cued foul. On the count 1 and 2. Another high-scoring game for Brookdale. It seems like there were so many of these kind of games a year ago. They had over 30 games last year in which they scored over 10 runs. And that is a strikeout of Dan Ulrich. So he's out for a second straight time. 2 out. And the inning left to Abraham Bautista, who has been quite a thorn in the side of Brookdale, reaching base all 4 times up. The last 3 by virtue of the walk, and there is a strike. That is only hit back in the first. Game has tightened up a bit. 14-9 Brookdale. On an 0-1. And that hit him. So runners at first and second. Harry Florsheim for the second time, wearing that number 99. It's the first one in the air and foul, 0-1. So Rockland playing catch-up, and they're about halfway there, but 2 out in the inning, still 2 on base. Barham looking to get through the inning and deals a strike to get ahead, 0-2. Florsheim is the 9th to bat in the inning as the Hawks have batted around. 0-2 in the air and foul once again. Barham's 0-2. High fly, shallow center, charging in Pizzuti, and he cannot make the catch. As Murphy comes in to score, Bautista ends up at third base, and Florsheim on a fly ball produces a run, the 10th for Rockland, to make it 14-10. ball must have just gotten lost in the sunshine. So Ryan Andino, this game is really getting close for comfort now. He looks at a strike. Rockland needs just one more base runner to get the tying run to bed. In the air to center, playable. Pizzuti, no, back and over his head. One hops up against the wall. Waving in the runner, throw to the plate, not in time. 2-run score, and this is now a 2-run ball game.
Let's go!
2-run double Ryan Andino. Johnny Johnson add to the mound on this wild game. A 7-run inning. So Johnny Johnson has his word with Barham. The batter, it's back to the top of the order, and Becker. I don't think Brookdale expected this. On the verge of mercying the Hawks, and now they're holding on to a 2-run lead with the tying run at the plate in ball 1. Barham continues to struggle through the inning. We're in the top of the 8th. There is a strike. Got a piece. And Barham one more strike to get out of this inning. Brookdale badly needs it. Becker 1 for 4 in the game, has been on base twice. 1-2 to the plate. Strike 3 call. That'll finally put an end to the inning, but not before Rockland scores 7. And this game has tightened up. It's now 14-12 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Richard Kernan leads off the bottom of the eighth. Brian Gadsford here with you, and Kernan turns one deep to right field. Going back, Barbosa at the fence. That ball is gone. And Richard Kernan has his first home run of the year. Brookdale gets 1 run back, extends to a 3-run lead. It's 15-12. Casey Gardner against the new pitcher Brady Reynolds, who delivers a strike. One and one. Gardner has 1 hit today. It was of the triple variety. He's also walked and grounded out twice. We've got a total of 27 runs on the board. Brookdale last season had 10 or more runs 33 times out of 54 games. And so far, they're 3 for 3 on this season in scoring 10 or more. Swept Tompkins Cortland on Sunday. It's like a violation was enforced on the pitcher, so we got a full count. And the pitch. Gardner taps one slowly, going to be a tough play, and not in time. It's dropped anyway. And Gardner has a squib hit. So a home run and a squibber. And Junior Nunez will be next. Nunez has a home run this season. It came on Sunday. In this game, he has twice singled and reached on an error. 2 for 4. Runner goes, pitch is low, throw to second is well to the left of the bag, and an easy steal. So Brookdale has racked up close to another half-dozen stolen bases today without being caught. Runner in scoring position. The Brookdale lead is now 3 runs. This one's hit hard, and it deflects to the shortstop Bautista, but there's no play. And that's back-to-back infield hits. And Chris Clark get his first at bat out of the 9th spot in the order. They've used 3 pinch hitters in this spot. He gets the bunt down, deadens it beautifully. Bare hand play, and the throw not close. Taking off and scoring with a headlong dive is Gardner. Another run for Brookdale, their 16th. And you can't do it any better than Clark just did with the bunt. Third baseman Barbosa made a nice play on the bare hand, but his throw was well off the bag. So runners now at first and second. Back to the top of the order. It's Lopez. Ball 1. Start the 6th time through. I know you're having a good offensive day. They've got 16 runs on 14 hits. I mean, Rockland's number isn't too shabby, but as this is drilled deep, left center, on its way, and gone. Justin Lopez adds to the home run party. It scores 3 more. 19-12. And now you got Pizzuti. All he's done is homer twice. Breaking ball strike. It's 5 home runs in the game, bringing the early season total to 7. I mean, you figured they'd be hard-pressed to surpass last year's number, but off to a booming start with the bats. Lead back to 7. Going against a Division II pitching staff, and they have proven no match. And this is lined hard, left field, sliding and making the catch. Nicely done, Exarchakis. That takes a hit away from Pizzuti, and is the first out of the inning. But Rockland pitching is not fooling anybody as Brookdale continues to get good swing after good swing. Shane Andrews has had a few good swings. He's homered, he's doubled. Breaking ball bends inside, 1-0. Sun behind the clouds. Brookdale look to finish this one off in the 9th inning. Still a chance to end it here, but they still have to score another 3. One. And it hit him. Another hit by pitch. Andrews has been hit for a second time. It's at least 4 hit batsmen in the game for Brookdale. Malik Little will take the turn next. Base hits his last 2 times up, part of a 2-for-5 day. Still only 1 out. Brookdale batting bottom of the 8th, the score a whopping 19-12. On another drive, center field, moving over Becker. He has a read on this one and makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Andrews. 2 out. And Martino will be the 9th to bat as Brookdale bats around for a second time in the ballgame. Oh, and 2. Martino does not have a hit in this game, so he's the last to join the party. And he will not, as he's called out on strikes to end the inning. But another big one for Brookdale, the home run by Lopez Kernan, the first of the inning, and it's 19-12, 3 outs to get. Alex Exarchakis leads off. Tyler Spencer looking to put on the finishing touches for Brookdale today in a game that has featured a whole lot of offense. Brookdale out in front, 19-12. Quickly ahead 0-2, fouled away. Rockland, their last chance, will send up 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Exarchakis plated 2 with a triple his last time up. Spencer working quickly and delivers in the dirt. Brian Foodie, Stephen Barbosa scheduled. Fouled away. Game that has featured Johnny Holstaff on the mound for Brookdale today. Spencer, the 9th to work. And so far, he looks like the fastest worker. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Guy was a regular part of the rotation last year and again this season. Started the first game of the year. He's on here to try to finish off a victory. Comes 2-2. And will be another. And it's gone to a full count. Rockland had their biggest inning in the 8th, scoring 7 times. But a strikeout starts the 9th as Exarchakis is down, 1 out. And Ryan Foodie batting for a 6th time. He's walked twice, had a double, struck out, grounded out. On the ground, shortstop Lopez knocks it down but doesn't have a play. Infield hit Foodie, his 2nd of the day. Still 2 outs away from victory. Stephen Barbosa looks it called. Strike 1. In the air, shallow right, charging in Gardner, calling and makes the catch. And with that, Rockland is down to their final out of the day. It'll be left in the hands of Liam Murphy. Or not, as he's being called back. And they will summon Darrell Epps to pinch hit. With the Hawks down at their final out. 1 more for Spencer. His first pitch. A check swing foul. Oh, right into the Brookdale dugout. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, and now 1 strike away. Brookdale 19, Rockland 12, top of the 9th. Tyler Spencer deals down the right field line. That will keep the game going. That's fair. On his way to 3rd is Foodie. He gets the stop sign. They've got runners at the corners. Dan Ulrich, 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts since he came on in the 7th inning. Now batting against Spencer. 1-0. 31 combined runs in the game. 2-1. They'll get ready for game Friday at Salem. Come home for 4 this weekend. Just got a piece, and once again, Rockland down to its final strike. In danger of dropping their season opener. Brookdale poised to go to 3-0. 2-2 to Ulrich. And the count full.
Let's go, 2 out. Don't get picked. Don't get picked.
Swing and a miss. He put him away, and it's over. Ball game, Brookdale. They give up 12, but they scored 19. En route to a win this afternoon as they win the only meeting with Rockland, go to 3-0 on the early part of the season. Plenty of offense for Brookdale, who hits 5 home runs, 2 of them by Anthony Pizzuti, already has 3 in this early part of the season. I don't know that Brookdale will love the pitching effort today, surrendering that many runs, but 9 pitchers they use, and they get the win. Once again, the final count, 19-12. So that's a wrap on our broadcast today. We thank you for joining us on Brookdale TV. We'll see you as this season goes along here on the baseball field, with thanks to